Nice left hook. Up.
Boxing legend Mike Tyson, now in his late 50s, continues to defy age as he gears up for his highly anticipated fight with social media star-turned-boxer Jake Paul. However, recent training sessions have taken a violent turn, with one of Tyson's sparring partners being in a coma after a brutal knockout. Tyson, known as one of the toughest boxers ever, hit his sparring partner with a powerful punch. Tyson is famous for his incredible strength, and this punch showed just how hard he can hit. The punch was so strong that it knocked out his partner instantly, leaving everyone shocked. After the punch landed, Tyson's partner lost consciousness, meaning he was completely out cold. This caused a lot of concern in the gym as people quickly realized he needed help. Tyson's team acted fast to make sure his partner got the care he needed. The sparring partner was then rushed to the hospital to receive medical attention right away. Doctors were called to check on him to make sure he was okay. Tyson's camp later confirmed that they are keeping a close eye on his recovery and are hoping for the best.
Nice left hook. Up.
It was good for today. Yeah. I truly believe.
You sure?
Yeah, me
Yes.
too.
You sure?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Fuck with me, it's all
Yes.
right?
Let's do this.
You did great.
We're done.
Great idea.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I got a lot in me.
It's work, boy.
It's gonna suck.
So, who was this unlucky guy that faced Tyson's powerful punch? The camp hasn't revealed his name, but some say he was a very skilled boxer with lots of experience. Even though he knew what he was doing, it shows just how strong Tyson is if even a professional couldn't stand up to him in the ring. Imagine this: a trained boxer, someone who has fought many times, still couldn't handle Tyson's punch. That's a big deal, because it means Tyson's power is on a whole different level. Even with all his skill and practice, Tyson's sparring partner couldn't block or avoid the force that came at him. When the paramedics arrived, the sparring partner was awake, but seemed very confused. He was still not fully aware of what had happened, so they wanted to check on him carefully. Tyson's team and the medical staff are watching him closely to make sure he's okay after that powerful hit. Even though Tyson is now 58 years old, he still has that famous strength that made him a legend in boxing. His punches are still as fierce as ever, surprising many people who might think he'd slow down with age. Tyson's power in the ring is something fans remember, and this shows he hasn't lost it, even after all these years. A lot of people, including boxing experts, have been wondering if Tyson's body can still handle his old fighting style after so much time away from the sport. Years of training and fights take a toll on any athlete's body, but Tyson seems to keep his strength, amazing his fans. This incident has answered a lot of questions people had about Tyson. Many wondered if he still had his powerful punches, even after being away from boxing for so long. But this recent sparring session shows that Tyson still has a lot of strength and hasn't lost his edge. During his prime, Tyson was famous for knocking out his opponents quickly. His punches, especially his uppercuts and hooks, were so strong that many fighters couldn't stay on their feet. His powerful punches made him a legend in the boxing world, and it looks like he can still deliver those hard hits. This event is a strong reminder of how dangerous Tyson can be, even in a practice setting. It shows that his punches are still very powerful, even though he's not fighting in big matches anymore. People at the gym got to see just how intense Tyson can be, even when it's supposed to be a controlled practice. In recent interviews, Tyson has talked about how he still feels strong and hasn't lost much of his power over the years. He knows his punches can still pack a punch, and this knockout proves that he's right. Tyson's own words match what happened in the ring, showing that his strength hasn't gone away.
It's day one, the fun just begun.
Mike Tyson's upcoming fight with Jake Paul has people talking everywhere. Fans are excited but also divided on who might win. Some people think Tyson's age might make it hard for him to fight as he used to. Others believe that Paul's lack of experience in boxing could be a big disadvantage for him. Jake Paul, who started out as a YouTuber, has surprised many by getting into boxing. He's already become known for knocking out fighters who used to compete in the UFC and even some famous internet personalities. Paul has built up a reputation, but he hasn't faced anyone like Tyson before. Even though Jake Paul took an unusual path to boxing, he's been successful in the ring so far. He hasn't lost any of his professional fights, which shows he's taking boxing seriously. But facing Mike Tyson is a whole new challenge, and it will test Paul like never before. Fighting Tyson is not like any of Paul's past fights. Tyson has made it clear that he's not treating this fight like a show or just for fun. He's going into this match ready to give it his all, and he's serious about showing his strength and skill. Paul will have to be very prepared to handle this level of competition. Tyson's training routine is intense, including tough sparring sessions, a challenging fitness program, and a strong focus on perfecting the basics of his fighting style. The recent knockout incident shows just how serious he is about getting back to top form. Tyson isn't taking any shortcuts and is determined to prove that he's still a powerful force in the boxing world, even at his age. But then again, Jake Paul's fans are urging Tyson not to underestimate him. In July, Paul added to his reputation by scoring a TKO win against bare-knuckle boxing star Mike Perry, bringing his professional boxing record to an impressive 10-1. Meanwhile, Tyson's last appearance in the ring was in November 2020, when he faced Roy Jones Jr. in an exhibition match. That bout went the full distance, with both fighters battling it out until the end, ultimately ending in a draw. Tyson's last official professional fight was in 2005, when he retired on his stool during a match against Kevin McBride, resulting in a loss. It's been nearly 2 decades since Tyson last competed in a professional bout. However, during his 2020 exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr., Tyson showed that he still had some of his old spark. At 31, Jake Paul has the advantage of youth. But as the saying goes, a fighter's power is often the last thing to fade. Tyson may be older, but his strength and experience still hold a lot of weight. While Tyson has stayed out of the spotlight on social media recently, he occasionally shares glimpses of his intense training, proving that he's still putting in the hard work. As I mentioned earlier, Tyson landed a swift, powerful left hook that knocked out his sparring partner, leaving fans amazed. However, in another video, some of his more attentive followers noticed something concerning. Tyson's right knee seemed to be an issue. He was seen hitting a heavy bag and sparring while wearing a knee brace on his right leg. This raised concerns that Tyson might be dealing with a minor injury just weeks before his upcoming fight. Despite these observations, Tyson's team has moved quickly to dismiss any rumors about his knee, reassuring fans that there is no major problem. They've worked to put an end to any speculation surrounding his condition. "These are all just rumors," said Tyson's team. Iron Mike is more than ready to face Jake Paul on November 15th. You can expect nothing less than a spectacular performance, one that will blow your mind. One thing I can promise is that Mike will give you a fight you'll never forget. We shouldn't forget that Tyson has a lot of disadvantages stacked against him. However, even with these challenges, he was still able to hurt his sparring partner. And keep in mind, his sparring partner was in his prime, without any injuries. The point is, if Tyson was a beast in the past, he'll definitely still be a beast when he faces Jake Paul. So, do you think Tyson will send Jake Paul in a coma too? Please let me know in the comments below.